Oh, sino naman to si Vicky? Hello, Vicky. Welcome to Up Close and Personal with Sasot. What is your question?
Hi, Sas, is that you? Ako, ikaw ba talaga yan? Oh my God.
Ako ang iyong nawawalang konsensya.
I know, right? Oh my God. Kumbaga sa Vampira, I'm the elders of your followers. Kasi, what did it say, 2016? Yes. I'm 44, I've been following you. Simula nung nag-start ka, kasi gusto kita, you're very smart. Ikaw yung pangarap ko sa sarili ko na ikaw ang natupad. You know what I mean? You're my spirit animal. Oh my God, I love you too much. Oh my God. Hindi ko na pahabain. Lahat ng ginagawa mo ay gusto ko. Lahat ng sinusulat mo ay gusto ko. Lahat ng humor mo ay gusto ko. Sinishare ko and everything. Dumami na ang anak ko. Simula na pinalo kita. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Moist na moist ka, ha? Ilan ang anak mo, madam?
Oh, tatlo. I have 19 years old. Nasa university. Yeah. Nasa university na siya and nag-aaral siya ng computer science first year. And he's been studying, right now, Python ang ginagamit niya, yes. And yung asawa ko din, computer science siya. Ako din, computer science ako. A little bit, hindi ko pinurso yan. Ibang karera pinurso ko maging nanay. So I have a little bit background, kaya naiintindihan ko yung mga sinasabi mo. Anyway, teka, hihinga lang ako, ha. Kasi hawak ko yung 8 months old. Akalain mo, 44 years old, may 8 months old na baby.
Ganyan lang talaga yan.
Yeah,
Kailangan mo i-fulfill ang responsibilidad mo.
Yeah, masarap mag-anak dito sa Canada. Masarap mag-anak sa Canada. Maraming child benefits. Anyway, I wanted you to know that I love you too much. Yun lang. No, I have questions. First, I admire you sa stand mo for China. Why? Because I love Chinese people. I used to work in... Oh, wait. Kausap ko magandang si Sas. Wait lang. You're too quiet. Yeah, I work in Taiwan before. I work with Taiwanese people. They're Chinese people. Yeah. Kung babalikan natin ang history ng Taiwan, we all know na most of the Taiwanese people came from China. Anyway, yeah, I stand with your stand with China kasi alam ko that Chinese people only wants business and they work really hard. So, keep it up. Yeah. And yung pangalawang tanong ko, regarding doon sa online voting ng mga OFW, 'di ba? Yung very ngayon ng mga kumakalat na news. So, yung tanong ko sa iyo, ito rin yung tanong ko sa husband ko. Sabi ko pa, programmer ka. Kung ikaw ba ang programmer, ganyan ba yung gagawin mong interface ng program mo? I mean, yung result na simple lang naman yan eh. Bumoto yung mga tao, binoto nila yung mga tao, and then gusto nila makita yung result. So, for benefit of the doubt, after na ma-scan yung QR code, ganyan ba yung gusto mong makita ng mga tao? Gagawa ka ba ng program na ganyan yung result na gusto mong makita ng mga tao na magda-doubt sila sa'yo? Right? Diba? If you're a programmer, simple.
So, ano question?
Ang question is, kung programmer ka, gagawin mo ba yung ginawa ng programmer ng Comelec na gano'n, na bumoto ka tapos ang nakita mong results is kung ano-anong mga codes.
Tinatanong ako.
Yes, tinatanong kita. Kasi tinanong ko din yung asawa ko, sabi niya, no. Yes, of course not. Yes. Please answer me if you're the programmer. Tapos ganun ba ang result? I mean, ganun ba ang ending ng program na gagawin mo na makikita ng mga tao? Yung mga code na nag-worry sila. Ba't ganito, right?
Alam mo, Vicky.
Yeah.
I have a very, hindi na ako sa mga mediocrity, no? Lalo na yung mga ganyan, yung binayaran ka, tapos may ipoproduce ka produkto. Kung hindi ka binayaran, okay lang yung mediocrity mo, wala ka ng bayad. Pero yung mga ganyan, binayaran ka, pera pa ng taong bayan.
Yeah.
Tapos ganyan yung lalabas. Ano yan, high school? High school programmer na nag-experiment lang. So, ganun lang. I don't think na may dayaan. But I think yung nangyari yan, compromise the integrity dahil nag-roll out sila ng produkto na hindi naman pala foolproof. Kasi, malamang yung mga tao naloka, bakit lumalabas ng mga strings? No? Bakit hindi lumalabas yung dapat lumabas? So, ibig sabihin, hindi nila ito na test ng maayos bago i-roll out. Ngayon,
exactly.
Hindi ito problema ng mga tao na hindi nila alam kung ano ang JSON string or whatever dahil hindi naman binabayaran itong mga tao to para alamin yung bagay na yon. Itong mga tao to, yung mga bumoto, binayaran nila ang gobyerno para ayusin nila yung trabaho nila. So, kaya hindi ko rin gusto yung sagot ng Comelec, no? Na parang,
I mean, my point is, hindi lahat naman ng OFW is may knowledge sa programming, right? Of course, questionin nila. Kung ano yan? Which is napakasimple lang naman dapat ang ginawa nila, right? I mean, hello?
So, ibig sabihin, sloppy work. We are already 2025.
Oh my God.
Sloppy.
Sloppy, very sloppy. And you're beautiful, very beautiful. And you still remember, I still remember, recently lang yun, first time kang nag-reply sa comment ko, sabi ko sa'yo, Sas, may sinasabi si Shelo about WEPS. And then after that, you say, ano sabi niya? And then sinabi ko na, and then after that, oh my God, I was so happy kasi gumawa ka na naman ng live about that, everything. Oh my God, I said, napansin ako ni Sas. Sabi niya,
tigilan mo na yung Vicky. Tigilan mo na yan. Any more question?
Oh, wala na akong question. I just wanted you to know na sana ituloy mo ko naman yung ginagawa ko at sasabihin ko nga sa'yo, kung vampira ako, I'm the elders of your followers. So, just continue. Sana maging safe ka at maging more intelligent ka. And God bless you, Sas. I love you too much.
Okay, I wish you well and your children happy Easter. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Okay, isa na naman pong. Okay, Andrew, hello.
Hello.
Oh, kamusta, Andrew? Welcome to Up Close and Personal with Sas Rogando Saso.
Yes, I started following in 2016. I'm in Japan. I'm educator. Our first question ko is, what do you see is the gap na yung result ng teams and PISA education sa Philippines? Pagdating sa nakikita ko sa ibang bansa, how do you respect Filipinos around the world? And yung knowledge at saka yung skills. But then pagdating sa academic is, we're still kulelat. Ano yung gap na nakikita mo dun?
I think the gap is largely cultural. I think kasi wala kasing how should I say this? wala kasi tayong culture of self-cultivation, of improving your learning,
Mm.
hindi ba? Pero pag yung mga Pilipino napupunta sa ibang bansa, nade-develop nila yon. So I don't think pero kaya sinasabi ko hindi siya deeply ingrained kasi may naalala ako nung nasa Europe ako, sa Denmark. Ano siya ha, parang ang trabaho niya, kumikita siya ng pagkukuskus ng kubeta.
Mm.
Like a lot of Filipinos in Europe when they're starting. Tapos ang ginagawa niya, may iba siyang talent, magaling siya mag-painting. So habang ganun, sa kanyang spare time, dine-develop niya yung kanyang talent sa painting hanggang nakakabenta na siya ng mahal na painting. So that's an example of self-cultivation. Hindi naman kailangang mapirme sa iisang ganap sa buhay. Hindi naman ibig sabihin na ikaw ay domestic helper, you're going to be domestic helper for the rest of your life because may ibang talent. So, develop it. As simple as that. So, sa academic, I think ang daming issue niyan. I think it's because of the public school not being really good enough. Marami ng Pilipino ay nag-aaral sa public school.
Right.
So, ayun na nga. So, asan yung investment sa public school? Dapat nga yung public school mas maganda ang education kaysa sa private school, which was the case before in the Philippines. Public school education was better than private education. Actually, nung mga panahon ng mga lolo't lola natin, pag nasa public ka, bongga ka.
Right.
Pero, pag nasa private ka, ibig sabihin parang na-kick out ka sa public school or something like that. No? Kaya may private, magbabayad ka. Alam mo
That's
yun, para matanggap ka, magbabayad ka. Pero, biglang bumaliktad. Mas naging maganda yung education ng private school kaysa sa public school. And that's not good, no? So,
Naalala ko yung result ng 19...
lalakbayin.
Yes. In 1970s, nakita ko yung result. Mas mataas pa ang math ng Philippines sa Singapore and then naungusan tayo tumaas ng Singapore. Yeah.
Ayun eh. Wrong priorities of the people in government.
And yeah, I agree. Kasi ang una kong naisip before is of course, given ang education system sa Philippines. And second, yung culture is malaking factor din talaga. So, second question ko, nakita ko before yung post mo, yung live mo na you are dyslexic before. Ang dami ko estudyante na dyslexia and I'm finding ways how to help them. How do you help yourself about? What are the ways that you do?
Well, ang mga dyslexic kasi, they learn visually. Ibig sabihin, you have to, they don't learn sequentially. Diba?
Yes.
Ang normal, ang iba, most people learn sequentially, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Ang dyslexic brain kasi dyslexia is primarily about processing information. So iba yung process of information ng brain ng mga dyslexic. So, for example, if you're looking at a manual, the most people would see it as a step-by-step instruction. Ang dyslexic brain, they see it all at once. So parang, it's there. So, kaya nga, pag dyslexia, kailangan they mind map.
Yeah.
So hindi po pwede yung linear discussion. Kailangan pakita mo muna sa kanila yung big picture. Then saka kapag po-focus sa details.
How about writing then? Yung ganun.
I don't know I don't know if you have it, if you notice it with your dyslexic student na they need to see the bigger picture first before they can make sense of the details. Okay, anything else?
Last one is, do you see yourself retiring in the Philippines?
No.
Okay. Do you have any country in particular?
I don't know.
Okay, me too.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Bulingay, what's up?
Hi, Misa. So, thank you so much for accommodating me. Kung naririnig mo po ako ng malinaw. Ayan, so just like Vicky and Andrew, pati si Helen ba yun, I've been a follower and a reader since 2016. So, yung first question ko po, kasi napanood ko yung interview with VP sa The Hague, tapos tinanong siya kung aware ba siya sa mga nangyayari sa mga pro-Duterte vloggers and all that. Tapos, ang sabi niya, may nakarating nga daw po sa kanya na ganon, and ang sabi sa kanya, kung may mga business daw po yung mga pro-Duterte vloggers, parang kung may mga permit and all that, kasi kasuhin na in advance, which that makes sense sa akin nung nakita ko yung post mo recently na yung family mo, not sure kung dito sa Philippines or sa ibang bansa, na parang hinaharas po ng CIDG, diba? So, ang question ko is, kamusta po sila? Light lang. Kamusta po sila ngayon?
Well, okay lang. Pero I know naman kung anong ginagawa nila, no? They're trying to maybe pressure my family and they think that if they're going to do this harassment tactics, na makapauwi ako or whatever. Pero yung sinasabi ko nga, there is a proper process, no? Yung ginagawa nyo, that's not the proper process.
Tama. Kasi syempre, iba, parang kung kayo po, very, kumbaga, nakikita po talaga kayo sa social media, hindi naman natin pwedeng sabihin na yung family niyo baka private sila. So, syempre, baka iba yung take nila. So, ayun lang naman, since medyo concerned naman ako sa'yo kahit hindi naman tayo magkakilala personally. So, yung second question ko po, napanood ko rin yung nire-share mo na interview mo with PRRD. Yung very thankful ka kasi sinabi mo na he's pro-nationalista, ganyan-ganyan. So, yun, since finalo kita nung 2016 pa, and I'm so amazed na up until now, talagang yun yung statement. Siguro, merong area of opportunity yung Duterte administration before, pero parang nag-stay ka. So, ang question ko is, personally po, yung kung ano yung ma-share, what makes you stick to Duterte po, na up until now, talagang you're still fighting. Kasi, lalo na nung napanood ko yung sa ICC, oh my goodness, hindi mo alam kung paano mo ako na-comfort nun. Kasi parang I feel like, oh my gosh, nalipad na si PRRD, parang ang lost na ng feeling ko po. Parang ang helpless kahit wala naman akong magagawa.
As simple as this, Duterte and I share a lot of principles together. And that's it. That's why I'm sticking to him. Because we share almost the same convictions in life. Maybe 80%. No? Yan na siguro yung maximum. So, why wouldn't I? Diba?
Tama naman.
Tinatanong, gano'n ako simple, why are you sticking up with Duterte? Because I share the same convictions. As simple as that.
Opo. Kasi syempre may iba po na opo. May iba po kasi na napapanood ko rin na nag-stick sila pero parang, teka lang parang hindi ko nakikita yung 'pag nakikita ko po kasi the way you speak or the way you know, 'pag nagse-share ka po ng 'pag nagla-live ka iba. So parang na-curious lang ako na, oo nga, hindi ko naisip na probably yun nga yun or iniisip ko kasi dati, baka kasi last hope na lang 'to. But yeah, at least sa inyo mismo nanggaling sa thank you po. Ang last question ko na, hindi ko po alam kung baka magalit po kayo pero it's up to you po kung sasagutin niyo kasi, nanganak ako tapos medyo nag-shutdown ako sa social media for a while and then pagbalik ko, meron na pala, hindi na po pala kayo hindi ko alam kung nagkaroon kayo ng riff ni Thinking Pinoy and siguro parang lumang tugtugin na siya pero hinahanap ko kasi wala rin for the motherland vlog niyo po. So hinahanap ko saan ba nag-start tapos meron kang vlog na na-share mo na ang first time na kinall out ni si BBM is yun sa EDCA. Doon po ba nag-start yun or parang lang
Ano?
kung
No. No, it's earlier than that. So, let's just move on dahil nananahimik na siya. So,
oo nga po.
tahimik na lang din natin ang kanyang
Opo,
tahimik
opo.
na lang din natin ang issue. That's his life, that's his problem. So, ganun lang. Anything
Okay
else?
po. That's all, Misas. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye po.
Hi, Leo. What's up?
Hi, Sas! I'm so excited! Yes, so I want to share kasi natatapos pa lang ako mag-review sa aking notes via DeepSeek. So I would like to thank you for introducing me to DeepSeek kasi it's very helpful to organize my reviewers. So ayun, by the way, I've been your follower since 2021, I guess. And I'm 27 years old na pala. So ayun, so happy to see you.
May question ka, Day?
Yes po. Since you are part of the LGBT community, what can you say po about the LGBT movement in the Philippines?
Wala. Wala. Ang masasabi ko lang yung gayahin yung mga ginagawa ng mga counterpart niya sa Amerika. As simple as that. Kasi ganun lang, wala. And ako parang don't make, ano ko lang ganito lang, Leo, no? Don't make your, kung LGBT ka man or whatever, don't make your life about it. Because there's more to yourself than that. Develop those aspects in your life. My God, ang boring naman, diba? Kung makikipag-usap ka lang, pag-usapan nyo lang pagiging LGBT mo, which is actually about sex. Diyos ko naman, diba? Move on. Na parang nobody, it's boring. For me, it's boring. Paulit-ulit na gano'n. Let's talk about something else. You know, na makaka-relate yung karamihan ng mga tao. And ganun lang. Ang karamihan kasi sa kanila, ginagawa nila yung buhay nila about being LGBT, which is just a very, very small aspect of your life. My God, if your life is just about that, what a boring life. Simple.
Ayun,
Okay.
Thank you po. Kasi meron ko, yes, thank you po. Kasi may mga friends ako, they are really parang they're pushing for it, parang they live their life, parang this is the life. So, yun. But anyway, thank you po pala because since I've been following you since 2021, pre-pandemic,
Yeah.
since then, mas
alam mo yun?
naging politically active na ako in the sense na
Yeah.
parang I stand firm with my political opinion kasi I know it's madidepend sa ko siya kasi I have my good sources which is you, Sas. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Pero lastly, no, parang, you know, being LGBT or whatever, it's just, for me, it's just a background. It doesn't need to be in the foreground. It's never been, it's just there in the background. And nasabi ko naman gusto kong masabi about that, and then I don't need to keep pressing it. And for me kasi, no, maybe because I have been well-traveled, people are not as bad as we think they are, to be honest. No, maybe in some little pockets of society, but that's just a very minuscule part of society. But Philippines have changed a lot since, I don't know, since the 90s when it comes to when it comes to this issue. So yeah, tanongin mo yung mga batang 90s or whatever, what it was like to live in the 90s when you are LGBT or whatever, or even in the 80s or even in the 70s. Malayo na yung hinakbang. I think they need to reassess what is actually the condition of the country now. Kita mo, may narinig ka ba, Leo, na hindi tinanggap sa trabaho?
Kaya nga, Sas, yun din yung point ko sa mga friends ko.
Kita mo, Leo, nung panahon namin, that was the issue. Kaya nga yun ang sinusulong na anti-discrimination bill is about employment. To be honest, it was just all about employment. Kasi talagang issue yan before, even us straight people during that time. Actually, kaya nga may amor yung mga straight people nun kasi bakit hindi mo tatanggap sa trabaho, especially yung mga 90s kids. Because kami 90s kids, we grew up with the girl power, we grew up with the Spice Girls, ganyan, you know, it was like 90s was like a rebellion against rigid traditions, no, of the boomers. Pero as time goes by, parang it's so rare for someone to be fired, not to be accepted for work because of LGBT. I don't know, I haven't seen any systematic studies about it.
Is for the motherland.